Hello, good evening. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville here at Sovereign Kava. My name is Kevin Evans, and I'll open up a little different tonight in certain ways. I'm just going to start with a little blues harp in the key of C. Thanks. I had to I had to get some new harmonicas because mine, the other ones, are so out of whack. Um, but yes, as we said earlier, this is dedicated to Nicholas Palos. And at this time, I'd like to open the mic for anybody with a few words who might want to speak on his memory, even if you're not signed up on the open mic list, and even if you are. Is there anybody who wants to get up here, share a memory, have something they want to say about Nicholas? Anybody? All right, well, yes, ma'am.
Like this. This be all right. I'm going to speak from the heart. I'm going to speak what's on my mind. I didn't know Nicholas very long. I didn't know him that well. I didn't know everything about his life. But I would spend time with him, and I knew enough to know that he was a caring and loving person. He cared about people. He cared about the people he managed cases for at his job. He cared about the people he was in community with. He cared about his roommates. He cared about his partners. He cared about his friends. He cared, and he let people know it. He demonstrated an example of being okay with showing care and showing kindness and affection to people and not shying away from that. And I love that he modeled that example, and I loved that he was willing to meet so many people on their terms who he didn't know that well, including me, but would still bond. I don't have that gift, but he did. He had that gift. And I want to raise the spirit to ensure that that memory does not die, and to remember that, like what Jeff said, who I just met right there, the Nicholas was a helper. And if we could continue to honor his memory by remembering how he helped people, how he showed up, how he would always show up with a smile on his face, how he would always show up for his friends, then I think that would make a huge difference in this grieving process. Thank you for listening.
That was beautiful and well said. Is there anybody else who has anything to add or anything they'd like to say before we continue with the open mic? Yes, come on up.
Hey, so I knew Nicholas for about a year and work in the community, and I see him in different rooms than just here. And his contribution to everybody, which most impressed me, is that he let everybody save face. Like, he didn't see the flaw in people. And I'm a madness advocate, and, he really talked this one time after the storm with some people that were having a hard time, and he took on a lot of other people's emotions, and he never looked at people like they were flawed. And I honestly say, in this whole place, he's the person that never brought his ego first, and I respect that about him. And he showed up for everybody and let everybody have a little piece of, like, that was a trustworthy motherfucker.
Tripping around ragged edges of uncontrolled thoughts, running wildly haphazard with undealt with matters, patterns of what scares one the most within. The trickster is well versed. Let darkness do its worst. Contend with the fear of fear full on. Shake it out. Like a dusty old blanket in the morning sun, take it outside and beat it well. Until all the dust drifts away, the doubt that leaves us awake has gone and run away into the night. Light those fears on fire while you can. Demand they show their fanged, bloodied paper face, burned easily with visions of clarity. Disparity vanishes. Erase the delusion, banish it. What was barely bearable in dread night becomes a wisp of smoke lifting on the cusp of dawn's first light. Integral sunrise beginning, brightening the mind, illuminating each beat of the courageous heart. Why continue to be afraid of the dark? This was all very spur of the moment, and these are not things I've really read through. So, okay, this is called A Verdant Mind. Age to age comes to decay and ruin far too soon. Things fade and die. Do you wonder why we still hide from truth? Nothing stops the transient crumbling away, forced, realistic brute. Death will not relent. Our minds hold rapturous intent to live and keep living. Either we pay attention in each moment in each day, or we don't notice anything, then live fearing, disappearing, grab onto instead of giving, clamp down, infected with denial, while standing with a clenched fist, holding nothing at all. With that, we fall. Unless we let go of the crushing nothing, we remain blind, always in a bind. Calloused fingers grow tired of grasping within the mind, wrapped fixedly on concepts that do not exist but persist anyway. The mind grabs at mist as if we can capture the morning, yet the dawn is mist with flailing swipes at vapor, and it's gone. We keep on striving in small-minded, final fixations, erroneous concepts of permanence. We keep trying to transform the temporary into something tangible, something we can handle, grasping at air, grasping at the shining, starry firmament, like a crown to wear on our head, like gilded power, like fame and fortune protect us from evaporating back into the ether. Neither will. Permanence goes sour. Let the truth kill the delusion. The illusion is unnecessary. Salvation is in freedom. Truth is our being. Believing in fairy tales does not make them real. Truth will heal. A better story altogether is the glory of brilliant being. While seeing the stars shine, we find being in alignment with being, infinitely guided, embodying the bright sun, colliding with feeling, emotion, intellect, and experience. All is one. A rising warmth of light, the truth will suffice. In that, the day is one, all for being fully alive. Banality is only a flavor, not a safe haven for cautious behavior. Soon, we will be recollecting memories, or we won't. We shall see, or we don't. Do we have apathy? In each age, we are born, forlorn or enjoy. We grow or succumb. We know the life we live is ours, ours in the moment alone. But beyond just the experience, no permanence in physicality, rather reality. Once lived, the moment is gone. What becomes forgettable, regrettable? We rise, thrive, or fall within the curve of what is perceived as acceptable, unnerved by ideas of being forgotten. So we strive, striving to be fully alive. We're more in denial of what that means. Do we fear what is unseen? Leaning into oblivion, do we dare to perceive it? Being forgotten, being begotten to forget, is that not the source of regret? The mind needs to grow. Mind creates all stories of joys and sorrows. A story is just a story until it is lived. Growing open, the mind goes wherever it may go, fearlessly, peerlessly, expanding luscious and green, climbing higher like sturdy vines up an ancient tree, unseen. Pure being flourishes forever, made divinely within the divine for flowering, unfolding, unencumbered, unemboldened, living while hopefully forgiving. The mind watches in wonderment, severing falsities, rescinding enslavement, awaking whatever it touches, endeavoring like daisies or common yellow dandelions, determined to grow between narrow cracks in old pavement. Concrete is temporal, truth is absolute, yet includes the ephemeral. Eventually, we find death is a faith we give to transition. What dies is left behind in space and time. The immeasurably expansive position exists inherently within a verdant mind. It feels like that might have been preordained. I didn't know why I chose it.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's keep it going for Ella Stansberry, y'all. All right. And next up on the list, we have Nicholas Shannon. All right. Let's welcome Nicholas Shannon to the stage.
Whoa, all right, sorry, I'm a little taller than that. What's up, y'all? My name is Nicholas. I knew the other Nicholas, and it feels all type of ways to lose a brother, especially as someone who has, dare I say, struggled with substance. And fuck, I know all too well. And I pray we all continue to hold this man in our heart and keep him alive in every way possible. I wrote all these poems as help for me, but also hopefully to be help to people in the world dealing with just life, man. It's hard, but it's also beautiful as fuck. So I'm gonna go through these three, kind of just bust through them so I don't take up too much time. It's the rhythm of life, the ebb and flow, and it's a gift I find just to let it go. Though some things stick and they cling to bone, and that's deep, but I keep my feet in motion. Do the best inside myself to hold in the love, but still accountable for the sticks and stones that I have thrown, the boulders I've rolled down this mountain road. At times my mind's insurmountable. It's something much like trying to mount a bull. But I'ma try till I die, 'cause I'm bound to grow. And all the times I've been saved, uncountable. In the pain I feel like I found a home. But when it's time, and you got to go. And even if faith's all I got to hold, then I'ma hold that shit and I'ma run for gold. Big homie got my back, and that I know. I play my part and trust the rest all to unfold. With the perfection that a flower shows, with just a little bit of love, water, sun, and soul. I don't normally sing that, so that was weird, but all right. Yo, I've been working really hard, knowing that I am certainly meant to go so very far. I've been swerving coercive serpents that been lurking in my yard. I've been purging what isn't serving, learning that the pain is worth it, earning scars. Combusting like a rocket, playing games with burning stars, turning confusion into fission. Got some vision and I've starved the demons that have been grinning, sneering at my indecision, fueling my fear to see me winning. It feels like wishing is a prison. But the pen be spilling wisdom when I take the time to listen to the heart, the art that's within, double entendres bending bars. I'm breaking out the holding patterns, running laps, roamings of Saturn, knowing that faster ain't always better. It ain't no sprint, it's a marathon. For Mac and Nipsey and Nicholas and all them missing, I carry on. Keeping the faith in the face of shifting tides and tides when ships are listing. Love to myself, I'm finally gifting, lifting weights in every sense, and knowing I'm meant to be making hits like Barry Bonds. Willpower is like a muscle, and mine's been getting very strong, turning a daily practice to a habit, committing to the game that's long. I'm hunting my prey down like a rabbit. I'm hunting my prey down like I'm rabid. I'm chasing dreams, not chasing rabbits. Hung in the corner, I've been captive, but I'd rather be a knight than be a pawn. It's sure as hell been a dark-ass night with the stars and moon, my only light, but the faith inside has never died, that I'm gonna surely see that dawn. It's like I'm tied to a comet with a cosmic bond on a ride through space and time, not bound by either when my eyes are closed and my breath is drawn. In the stillness, I've grown fond, observing the nature of my mind and watching ripples settle as I skip thoughts across this pond. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to try and this is my take on capital T, truth. Whether bitter, whether sweet, I know the truth. The truth, it is the medicine. So I pop another sedative. I'm feeling like some sediment. Rock hard, I'm in my element. Not hard, but I be peddling that pure, but I ain't selling it. No price that could be relevant for the truth so truly eloquent. I paid with my attention to the well within, and I found the greatest wealth it is, simple and sweet like a velvet kiss. To itself complete, so no need yelling it. One perfect tone, and the bell it lives in a golden room, in the temple lit, in the center of every cell you get, and it'll ring every bone in your skeleton till they bring you back home to yourself again. Heaven lives in the heart, and the closest to hell you'll get is a life sentence served in the mind, confined in the tiny cell it is, but it's hard when you see it streaming on every single television. It seemed to me the biggest lie humankind is telling is that you were born a felon in a garden where every innate ape, grape, snake, and melon is meant for every shape, wraith, face, and shade of melanin. But who on earth am I to say? I'm just another one, your fellow man. Either way, can't say I've been the same since I felt the shift. Feels something like Boston when the Celtics win. It's like a time so familiar, but I can't tell when. Is it a memory, a dream, or just a... Wait, just before my birth, I know I felt it then. Is it a memory, a dream, or just a gentle wind welling from the muse, compelling me to be a gentleman? And I suppose, well, if love is the truth, well then, the truth is my love to the gentle end. And the truth is, the truth uses every single cell and vessel in, every willing vessel compelled to give themselves to the truth in a marriage with no veil to lift. And the more I know, I know no more than a whale or fish. But one thing I know's for sure, if I ain't fucking with the truth, then I'm celibate. Thank y'all.
Hell yeah, that's Nicholas Shannon with the boys. Yeah, man. Next up, we've got Ben. All right, let's welcome Ben to the stage.
Hi, my name is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that me?
Oh, you're gonna do me even better. Hello, everybody. This poem's called Which Way. You can pretend that you don't care. I know you hate the way it happened. I wish somebody would have told me. I'm just trying to bring a little light so you can see where you've been broken. So listen when I say this is going to be hard. Sometimes it feels impossible to heal. The thoughts and words evaporate and come undone. So you take what you want. Build yourself so beautifully, or tear yourself down to the foundation. Either way, you still take what you want. You just have to pick what you want to be. You still fall apart regardless. I just need you to know that whatever happens, one day, you will float above something greater than water. It's okay if you run in place or away. Any movement helps release. But remember, be still. You can only see clearly then. It's only the space and time around us that goes to waste. Don't leave you. You need you to see. Just breathe. Your eyes will open up immediately. You'll see. This poem's called Right Now. Right now, when the anger scurries like rats, everything is all right, as it could be. The hurt today that seems to grind my bones someday will polish me smooth. The roughness is never really gone, though. Men don't cry. Jesus wept. Are you saying Jesus wasn't fully a man? I wish I could cry, even just a little bit. These tiny diamonds waterfall down my face, throwing rainbow sparks, leaving marks on everything. My left eye streaming down, you're not here anymore. My right eye is a lawn sprinkler, you're not hurting anymore. My third eye blooms, a lotus of turkey tails. The dirt holds me so gently. You sprout baby's breath everywhere my tears fall, outlining my broken spirit, guiding me back home. When I feel alone, left myself behind in some unknown forest, I take a look inside. I will find something other than emptiness. I will find you. This doesn't mean it's the end. I know that. But it doesn't mean it isn't true right now. This one's called I Am. I am, as the poets say, a mess. Did you see the ray of light I sent you? Loneliness is still time spent with the world. You said whatever needed to be said has already been said by the Goo Goo Dolls. Is it possible to survive this? Not unaltered. Having grief is just consequential of unconditional love. When you lose a person important to you, where is all the love? The love you never knew you were capable of, supposed to go. I wish I could push my fingers through you. I pull out all the bad parts that hurt you and put them in me. You are better than I ever could be. I crush my emotions with my bare hands. There's no amount of waiting that will make me brave, and no amount of fear that will keep me safe. You taught me I bring a lot to the table, so it's okay if I act like it. I don't know who needs to hear this, so I won't say it. It'll pass, but it'll also linger. Okay, I'll brighten it up a little bit. This is called What Are the Chances? What are the chances I dive into the deep end and I get out standing tall? Even if I go blind, I just want to see the light. I do not go polite into the evil night. I rage against the dying rays. I curse and bless me with those fierce tears. Prey upon the night, searching for a glimmer. Nothing more than a single ray for sight. My heart is getting really heavy from hoping. It's got a lot of unsightly scars. I tried to wrap my heart in gold. Instead, I paint my body. As it was all there slipping through my fingers, the pen is the only thing that felt the need to linger. I cut the lenses out of my eyes so I don't have to look at myself defeated. Losing means nothing if there's nothing to lose. Maybe I was made to be lonely because I'm standing here with open arms. I would rather die than to stay this way. Search for heaven like it's a place to hide. Is it my time to risk it all? Where can I hide in the shadows I place? My heart goes through the floor because I've been hoping for someone who would make it go through the ceiling. Each night I'm on my own. I'm closer to falling face down. I've got a lot of empty space. I guess I'm saving it for something. I can't hide from the light like I hide from myself. I explode into a cloud of butterflies. I'm breathless, just a little too late. I won't let go. I have to fight it my whole life. I'm nothing, a fluttering outline, searching for fragments that fit with mine. I know I'll feel better in the morning. Maybe there's light beneath it all. Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, that's Ben. Let's keep it going for Ben. And next up, we have Finn. Y'all welcome Finn to the stage.
I often tell people that my name is like Ben, but with an F, so hi. I did not know Nicholas, and I am really sorry for the loss. Having heard what you all have said about him tonight, I had something picked out to read, and I changed my mind. The main character in this story is a woman, but I think that many of you are likely to see Nicholas in her, and you might see yourselves in the supporting cast. This story is called Welcome Home. Jenna opened her eyes slowly. Everything seemed very bright. When her eyes adjusted, she discovered that she was sitting across from a strikingly beautiful woman, and that she was holding the woman's hands. Jenna waited for recognition to kick in, for her waking mind to orient her, remind her where she was and why, but nothing happened. The woman seemed familiar, but she couldn't give her a name. She was old and vibrant. Her shining silver hair seemed to go off a light of its own. It fell in cascades across her shoulders, and her wise blue eyes were piercing and soft at the same time. "You're okay," said the woman. Jenna looked around her. She didn't recognize the room. In fact, the room didn't seem to recognize itself. It seemed blank, but then it seemed to form shapes in the whiteness, like the inside of a hospital room, or the inside of maybe in an outdoor bistro, white linens on tables, a garden to the side. Or no, now it was a forest glade with sunlight slanting through trees and tiny white flowers nestled among the grasses and ferns. The two women were seated on ancient tree trunks, long since smoothed and grown soft with moss. "It happened very suddenly for you," said the woman softly, "and those are always the hardest, but you're okay." "Where am I?" said Jenna. "I have some news for you," said the woman, and her eyes grew sad. "It's going to be hard to hear at first, but you're going to be okay." "Oh my God," said Jenna. "Yes," said the woman. "No, this can't be. I was just sleeping." "Yes," said the woman. "In my bed at home. I can't." "There was an intruder. I'm so sorry. It was very fast. I came as soon as I could." "But I'm barely 45, said Jenna, panic rising in her throat. "I'm only halfway through. I can't be dead." The other woman's grip on Jenna's hands tightened. "Jenna," said the woman, and her voice brought Jenna's attention back to the deep wells of her eyes. Jenna took a breath. "There is someone here to see you," she said. "Are you ready for him?" Tears sprung into Jenna's eyes and then tumbled down her cheeks. She wasn't sure why. "Yes," she said. A heavy carved wooden door crafted itself into the trunk of a large tree and then creaked open on ancient hinges. "Oh my God," said Jenna again. Her attention was completely captivated by the figure standing in the doorway. He looked exactly as he had when she'd last seen him. Brown eyes, tumbled brown hair, the wry smile just tweaking the edges of his mouth. "Oh my God," said Jenna one more time, and then she was in his arms. "You came for me." "Of course I did," he said. "I knew you would." "Good," he said. "I missed you." "I missed you too much." "I know," he said. "That's why I never left your side in all these years." "You stayed with me?" "Yes," he said. "But you knew that too." Jenna thought about the wide-mouthed bass that had come up from the depths to greet her right after he died and looked at her through fishy eyes, about the wolf that crossed her path regularly and visited her dreams, the words that popped out of books speaking to her as though he was right there, sitting next to her. "But, oh no," she said, another realization creeping up on her. "I haven't done anything. You believed in me. I was supposed to do big things, and I haven't done anything. I just wasted my life. I let you down." "Jenna," he said, "no." Before he could elaborate, the beautiful old woman, whose name was Death, spoke from behind them. "Jenna, there are more people waiting to greet you. Are you ready?" Jenna didn't need to speak her answer out loud. Out of the woods stepped a beautiful child, wearing a wildly colorful pink and orange dress, barefoot, with a wreath of white flowers in her hair. "Sissy," said Jenna. "Oh, Sissy." And then they were in each other's arms, crying and laughing, teasing each other. just as they had before the incident at the pool so many, many years ago. And then in a moment, the glade was crowded with souls. There was Jenna's aunt, who had died by suicide, and now wore a radiant golden fur for a robe and a crown of amber jewels. Her cousin, who had died in that car accident when he was 16, was playing a game of spades with a boy she'd had a crush on, who had died in a farm accident. They were arguing over the rules, but when Jenna looked at them, they turned to her, beaming, and gave her a big thumbs up. There was her beloved grandma and her grandpa, too. Grandma was holding a tinsel crown, handmade, and when she reached Jenna, she placed it on her head and embraced her. "No more goodbyes," said Grandma. "No more goodbyes," said Jenna. Grandma had always hated goodbyes. Jenna reached up to straighten the crown, and she noticed a young woman had entered the glade, tentatively. Somebody unfamiliar, a complete stranger, actually. "Hello," said Jenna, uncertain, but feeling that the encounter was important somehow. The young woman had a bundle in her arms, and when she reached Jenna, she opened the bundle and showed the baby's face. "I kept her safe for you," whispered the woman. "Oh," said Jenna. And then the baby, her own little Evelyn, her own dear lost little Evelyn, was in her arms. And when she had drunk in every bit of Evelyn's sweet little face, had kissed her brow, had whispered her love and adoration, Jenna looked up and saw that the room had transformed once again into a ballroom with giant plate glass windows, with mountains and meadows and forests and ocean outside. There were streamers floating from chandeliers and balloons, and a big brass band on a raised platform. "I know you don't generally go in for big parties," said Death, "but we all felt that this occasion perhaps called for one." Jack, who had been making cooing noises over the baby, took Jenna's elbow. Jenna handed Evelyn, for now, back to the woman who had brought her and took Jack's hand. They stepped onto the dance floor. "You're worried," he said, "that you never did anything worthwhile before you died?" said Jack softly, as he placed a hand on her waist and began to spin her slowly. Jenna's attention snapped back to that worrying problem. The room transformed again, and Jenna found herself in a musty office, the walls lined with books. She was seated in a ragged, tall-backed, paisley-upholstered chair across from a massive wooden desk, and Jack was sitting on the other side of the desk. He leaned across it. "You did everything you came into life to do," he said, very serious. "Don't you dare doubt that. Despite everything that was stacked against you, you kept going. You stuck it out. And at every moment, in every case, with everything that you had in you, which was a lot, you loved. There is nothing more important than that." "But I was supposed to, I don't know," Jenna said. Do something, make something. I was supposed to change the world." "Oh, for goodness sake," said Jack. The ballroom snapped back into place, and she and Jack were dancing again. Jack lifted her hand and nodded to an old man who had come up beside them. He looked vaguely familiar, but Jenna couldn't quite place him. "May I have this dance?" asked the man. Jenna agreed and gave him her hand. "You don't remember me," he said, as he spun her across the dance floor. "I'm so sorry," said Jenna. "It's okay," he said. "You don't remember me, but you saved me." "I don't understand," said Jenna. "You sat next to me in the Dallas airport one time. I had just lost my wife. Oh, she's here, by the way. But I had just lost her. I was traveling home from the funeral, and I was ready to end my life to join her. I didn't feel that life had anything left to give." "Oh, I do remember," said Jenna. He had been sitting with his hat in his hands and his head bowed. The airport was crowded, and the seat next to him was the only one available. So Jenna had parked her suitcase, settled in, tucking her elbows to make herself small, but managed to bump his leg with her carry-on. "Oh, sorry," she'd said. It's a bit crowded today, isn't it?" "Is it?" he had said, looking up at her with sad, roomy eyes. Are you okay?" she had asked. "I just lost my wife," he said. "Oh, God," she said. "I'm so sorry." Yes, that's the right memory, said the old man, sending her out for a solo twirl, then pulling her back in. I was sorry to pour my troubles on you like that, but something told me you were the right person, so I told you more. Yes, I remember, said Jenna. I felt so bad for you. You told me you thought my wife would want me to go on living, he said. You thought it would be a shame for me to give up before life had a chance to show me what else it had in store. That is the kind of thing I would say, said Jenna. But it wasn't the words that mattered in the end, said the man. It was the kindness and the way you connected with me. It made me feel like there were people who would come into my life and make it worth living again. And there were. Life still had so many gifts to give me. Before Jenna could respond further, she was swung into the arms of her aunt. The two of them, discovering their arms around each other, burst into peals of laughter. Jenna's laughter, though, was quickly replaced with seriousness as she remembered the circumstances of her aunt's death. I should have done more. She said, I should have reached out if I had been there for you. Shh, said her aunt. Don't be silly. You were a light in my life when there were very few lights. But I was so mad at you and we weren't talking, said her aunt. People get mad. I didn't die because you were mad at me. I died from the pain of what our family was doing to me. You know how it was. I did die, Jenna, but while I was living, you were my precious girl, my light, my delight. You were my lifeline to family when all the rest betrayed me. But no buts. They did the same thing to you. You know what it was like. You were mad at me, but that's just a thing that happens. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped believing in you. Jenna found herself once again in the arms of a new partner, a woman of perhaps 40, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. Jenna did not recognize her at all. You don't know me, she said, but I know you. I was in my 20s in a dark place. I had just left an abusive husband and everything seemed to be beating me down. I felt invisible and hopeless. I was in a thrift shop looking for a pair of shoes without holes in them, but even $2.95 felt like a lot of money. I was scared and sad. You were perusing sweaters, I think, and you saw me take a pair of beige shoes down off the rack. You must have been watching me for a minute, because you handed me a pair of sneakers. They were bright teal, with little heart-shaped baubles on the ends of the laces. Oh my God, you said to me, these would look amazing on you. I bought the shoes. Looking back, I realized it was the first time I'd made a decision in my whole life that was for pleasure and not to please somebody else. But it wasn't the shoes that changed my life. It was the kindness of a stranger, the humanity and warmth in your eyes, the connection without pity that gave me the strength to carry on. I lived a very rich life, Jenna, a very rich life. Thank you. A moment passed, a moment passed, and then Jenna found herself back in Jack's arms. He grinned his lopsided grin and spun her into the arms of her young cousin who had been playing cards earlier. He told her that her words had helped him through a rough patch in high school. The boy she'd had a crush on had lived for her smiles that year. A middle-aged man remembered how in grade school, when everyone else was bullying him, she had sat with him at lunch and made him feel like he was worth something. And then she was in the arms of the woman still holding little Evelyn, and they cradled the baby between them, looking into each other's eyes. You sent me her, said the woman, to hold, while I wait for my own baby to make her way here. I died giving birth, and the most painful thing was that I had to leave her. You gave me someone to love while I waited. And one day, death will give me back the baby I left behind, just as she has given your baby back to you. Around and around Jenna spun, a new dance partner every few minutes, more stories, so many that her head began to spin more than the room. And after what might have been minutes, hours, days, she was back in Jack's arms again. You see, he said. Jenna couldn't speak, her heart too full and her eyes too damp. You were everything I dreamed you would be, he said. You were extraordinary, you were radiant. You did change the world, and I am very proud of you. Welcome home.
Yes, y'all, that's Finn. Let's give it up for Finn and that beautiful story. All right. Next up on the list, looks like Tony. All right. All right. I want to remind y'all we do this every Wednesday night. Poetry Open Mic Asheville. It's been going since 2010. So we thank y'all for helping make this happen. And speaking of making things happen, and this Friday is actually the Lactones at 9 p.m. Yes, yes. And Saturday night, we've got Dale Wolf's Zero Proof Dance Party at 9 p.m. And of course, Sunday, we've got the Poetry Slam. You definitely want to come for that. That's about 7:30 for the sign up, 7 o'clock. $5 to watch, $10 to sign up and participate. You can win up to $100 or more even, or somewhere around 100. Don't let me get the line.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, that's my buddy right there, Tony.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for hosting tonight. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Tony. I'm honored to be here and see so many familiar faces. I know we all knew Nicholas. I've been hosting open mics myself for about 6 years, and Nicholas had been coming out to my open mic all the way back when I was doing it at Jack of the Wood, and he would come in and he would wear a headphones. He'd run them down his shirt into his pocket, and he'd play along with Chili Peppers tunes. And I remember, and it sounded bad. It didn't sound good, and I told him, you know, with all love and respect, I was like, hey, man, you should get, really, try practicing, without that. You know the songs, and sure enough, he started showing up and doing it, and he just kept getting better and better. I showed up here one day, and he was trying to learn one of my songs out back, and I was like, oh, I'm in drop D, and he was like, oh, no shit, all right. That explains it. I miss that dude. I have a lot of complicated feelings about it, and I'm sure a lot of people do as well. This is a song called Getting Along Better with Death. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. There's a place that you go when you die, with radial towers and symmetry, faces of lovers, our fathers, our mothers, friends who've been called home and gone. No more feeling alone with missed expectations, scheduling conflicts, or planning vacations. Do you and this world feel out of control? I never claimed to be the right one for the gig. Instead of using it wisely, I just wonder how the time goes so quick. Finding new clever ways to hide behind all of your fear. Stuck in a hole that you dug for yourself in these past 30 years. There's a place that you go when you die, ephemeral spirals of energy, with faces of lovers, our fathers, our mothers, friends who've been called home and gone. No more ravenous hunger or choking down pills or skipping on rent just to make all your bills. Do you, when this world feel out of control? Yeah, I know. We'll go home. I never claimed to be the right one for the day. Instead of using it once, just wondering how the time goes away. Finding new clever ways to hide behind all of your tears. Stuck in a hole that you dug for yourself in these past 30 years. There's a place that you go when you die, eternally calm, no soliloquy. The faces of lovers, our fathers, our mothers, and friends who've been called home and gone. No more feeling unworthy while staring at screens, flipping through channels, doom scrolling your feed. Yeah, and this world feel out of control. We're going home. Thanks. I'll keep on theme. I wrote this song when I lost somebody really, really close to me. And while the circumstances are different, the emotions are the same. And so I want to dedicate this song to Nicholas. Despite your condition, you're still hanging on through your breathing machines and tubes. And I got the call from my mother on Tuesday to see if my schedule had room for some ill-gotten trip to some town in Kentucky that got you a nice plot of ground next to your grandma. Just follow him through. I hear you'll be headed out soon. And I'm sorry it took me so long to find out what living was really about. You're not promised tomorrow, you're not promised today. The truth bitter, it chokes in my mouth. That hard, brutal fact. She fought hard, but the illness fought back. Just know I hated that cold August day. The spirit is slipped away. We'll be okay, just head on home. I'll catch up when my soul is full grown. We got lots of work to do, it's all in memory of you. This is not one of my songs, but I love it. It's by one of my favorite artists, Chad Van Galen. If you've never heard him before, check him out. It's on the Sub Pop label. This is a song called "The Hangman's Son." He was the hangman's son. Wouldn't crack a smile until the deal was done. He was the only one laughing as he sang that we all shall hang. Oh, have mercy on all the demons that curse me. Know it on me when my time has come, and I don't have the suit to run. The hangman's son. He said every day's a curse and the curse just gets worse. And now you're on the run. You can smell his dirty work 'cause now you wear his shirt. You left in the night on your 10-speed bicycle. It was a great beginning. Everyone was cheering for you. And now I stand at your grave with nothing to say to you. But I wonder how you live beneath the ground. Thanks, y'all. Be kind to one another. Don't use your time pretty quick, and you never know. Just fucking never know. So I love you guys.
Thank you, Tony. We love you, Tony. And ditto what he just said. Beautiful songs, by the way. Hell yeah. Sorry about that. All right, y'all. We still got some good listening here and some good listening and all that. And hopefully we got some healing coming too, because I know it's a painful journey, this world, sometimes, with the losses and the bangs and scrapes. Next up on the list, we've got Jeff. All right, y'all welcome Jeff to the stage.
Hey y'all, so I haven't been here in a while. This is the first Sovereign Kava open mic I've been to without Nicholas here. I came out here tonight just to honor his life. And yeah, I'm gonna do a couple covers. The first one is kind of about the like weird idea that love is so powerful because our lives are so short. And I think Nicholas had like a lot of love going on in his life, as short as it was.
Last night I was a lost dog, running wild on the road, looking back over my shoulder for the headlights glow. Some blood in my mouth, what I killed I don't know. There was an engine in my chest, beating feet upon the road. Outran the darkness and the light just the same, and I cried for the edges when I forgot my own name. You see me now, Daddy, I'm a vapor of a ghost, just out spinning in the blackness where that time doesn't go. The end is the beginning of a story I don't know. I'm just out spinning in the blackness where that time doesn't go. Well, I met an angel, a boring man by a tree whose fire had been stolen by eternity. And I'll be dead in a moment, just a breath and I'll be gone. And love is everything, but it can't be held for too long. Well, I'll be dead in a moment, just a breath and I'll be gone. And love is everything, but it can't be held for too long. Well, I'll be dead in a moment, just a breath and I'll be gone. Love is everything, but it can't be held for too long.
Thank y'all. Love it while you got it. Also, one thing I loved about Nicholas, I just loved his positivity. Like, he was always leading with like a positive foot forward, and sometimes that's really hard for me to do. And I normally sing really sad, depressing songs, but in honor of Nicholas, I think I'm going to sing a song that's a little bit on that positive side. Yeah, it's about keeping your heart open and like keeping attached to your youthfulness, which I think Nicholas did.
Grandpa gave me a wee penny, I put it in my pocket. I had plans in my backyard to build me a space rocket. I talked to my brother on a fake CB I made from a tic-tac box. I packed my snowballs nice and tight, and in the middle I put rocks. Don't trade in your tic-tac box for a ball on the end of a chain. And don't go spending grandpa's pennies buying into the game. 'Cause you gotta keep your heart young. Well, don't go growing old before your time is gone, 'cause you can't take back what you have done. You got to keep your heart young. Well, Dad took the wheels off of my bike and he pushed me down the hill. The speed got the best of me and I took my first spin. Well, that that was back when alcohol was only used on cuts. It stung like hell, so I took my leg, and mama said it gave me guts. Don't trade in your tic-tac fights for a ball on the end of a chain. Don't go spending grandpa's pennies buying into the game. You got to keep your heart young. Well, don't go growing old before your time is done, 'cause you can't take back what you had done. So you just keep your heart young. So take a picture of the one you love and put it in a locket. Go dig up your time capsules and the blueprints for your rocket. Talk to your brother on a fake CD. Same old tic-tac box. A pack of snowballs, a little less tight, but in the middle, still put rocks. And keep your heart young. Well, don't go growing old before your time is done, 'cause you can't take back what you have done. So you got to keep your heart young, and just keep your heart young. Well, sometimes it don't die quick, just like you wished you'd done, but you know your love is a loaded gun. So you got to keep your heart young. I know you can't take back when you know what's done is done. So you just keep your heart young. Thanks. And yeah, I just want to thank Nicholas too for being such an awesome person. He kept me coming out here, so I'm gonna come back a little bit, just to honor him. And thank you all.
That's Jeff, y'all. Let's keep it going for Jeff. And for sure, Nicholas. All right, next up, we've got Swimmer, another one of our regulars for years. Good to see him again and good to keep seeing him. So y'all give him a second just to get set up, and y'all welcome Swimmer to the stage.
Takuyasu. I just few minutes ago heard about Nicholas. I didn't really know him much in person, but about every time I played here for the last few years, he was here playing. But those of us who are here and hearing his music come through him, we know his essence, and so he's in another realm, but we're lucky to have that brief encounter with him. I feel good. I know that I would. I feel good. I know that I would. So good. So good. I got you. This instrument is a mountain dulcimer. It's basically the only native instrument from this land. It's obviously a French tune. This is a Spanish tune written by a man named Jose Marti, who was active during the Cuban uprising back in the 50s and 60s, and he had to leave the country, came up to America and spent some time in New York. Went back when he was early 40s and got involved in another uprising and soon lost his life. But he wrote a lot and a great writer. This song is called Guantanamera. Guantanamera, oh Guantanamera, Guantanamera, quiero Guantanamera. Yo soy un hombre sincero, Words mean I'm a truthful poet from the land of palm trees. For the poor people of this earth, I want to share my faith, share my faith. Well, it's a French song and a Spanish song, and here's an English song from one of my musical guides. You might remember it. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her blue, isn't it good, Norwegian blue? She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anyway. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the rug, hiding my time, drinking the wine. We talked into two, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I'd done and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone, just very alone. So I looked at her, isn't it good, Norwegian good? This, keeping an international flavor on it, that was composed by John Lennon. And this is some sounds of chant from a Asian master. It's Amate Rasu Oomikami. And speaking these sounds and words helps you regain tuning. be caught napping. Listen to the rapping if it's just tongue flapping. Don't be caught napping. Listen to the rapping if it's just tongue flapping. Actions speak louder than words. I found out in firsthand that the souls that pass usually gather together about 49 days after they pass in an area, interdimensional area, and give us that are still here some taps and move on to different realms. So I'd say, I don't know when exactly Nicholas passed, but I would say count the days, 49 days, and just be open, especially the people that were close to him, or we might get some cosmic messages from him, from his experience. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all you people who are playing live music and doing poetry coming from inside. We need that more than ever.
All right, y'all, let's give it up again for Swimmer. Absolutely, always some good messages and vibes there. All right. Now, another guy who's been coming to this open mic since I can remember. Y'all welcome Apart From to the stage.
Gentleman that might actually give me a guitar so I don't have to borrow everyone's, and then I could leave that one too.
Are you sitting down? You're standing. Okay.
And y'all be sure to check out that Lactone show this Friday, every first Friday here at Sovereign Kava. It's great music as well, great art all around, great activities. So definitely come back to us.
Yo, yo, yo. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'm glad to see so many of y'all's faces. It's a fucked up time. There's probably not a lot I can say that hasn't already been said tonight, but Nicholas was a really fucking good dude. He was always here. I could always count on him to be at the open mic when my fucking guitars were broken. He'll let me borrow his. Yeah, I couldn't imagine anyone having a single bad thing to say about him. That's really, I'm gonna try not to get too choked up because I gotta play some songs. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'm happy y'all are here. I wrote this song for my mom after she passed about 8-9 years ago. I don't know right now. It's called Forever No More. I've been trying not to cloud my mind with all these worldly pleasures. Even still, from time to time, I just can't take the pressure. It seems like no matter how hard I try, oh, I can't keep it together no more. I can't do this forever. I still think about you constantly in my every endeavor, and your memory will keep haunting me for always and forever. I still think about petty things like all the pain you caused me. If I could apologize for everything, oh God, you know I would. But I've been trying not to cloud my mind with all these worldly pleasures. Even still, from time to time, oh, I just can't take the pressure. It seems like no matter how hard I try, oh, I can't keep it together no more. Oh, I can't do this forever no more. I can't do this forever. Thank you, guys. This motherfucker better be watching the live stream. Wherever he's at. Yeah. Smash that fucking like button. There's so much I want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna, woo! Fucking hit the bell, get the notifications, subscribe, help me out. You got a couple bucks a month, hit my Patreon. I don't know, I don't got a Patreon. I don't know, I've played this song a million times. I know Nicholas always enjoyed it when I played it, and it was usually on his guitar. So I'll pull it out. Kind of fitting if you think about it. I don't know. Anything's fitting if you think about it hard enough. Words, you know, are malleable. That's why I don't go to parties anymore. Ex-lovers make me wonder what I'm doing all of this for. End up crying like an idiot in the middle of the floor. That's why I don't go to parties anymore. And the last time we talked, I was so goddamn distraught. Oh, the last time we talked, oh, I didn't even stop and give it very much thought. I just sat there and I didn't say much of anything at all. And there's no coming back, oh no, not from something like that. No, there's no coming back, oh no, not from something so sad. So I don't go to parties anymore. Ex-lovers make me wonder what I'm doing all of this for. End up crying like an idiot in the middle of the floor. So I don't go to parties anymore. Should have seen me last night when I was screaming at the sky. No one needs to hear me speak on how I'd wish that I would just die. So I don't go to parties anymore. Ex-lovers make me wonder what I'm doing all of this for. End up crying like an idiot in the middle of the floor. That's why I don't go to parties anymore. Thank you guys. I gotta find somebody else to fucking borrow a guitar from now, man. Fuck.
Yes, y'all. That's apart from. That was beautifully said and done. That's real shit. So next up, looks like we've got Jesse Young. All right, I think I see Jesse in the corner there. Y'all give them a second just to get set up and whatnot. Tip your bartenders, all that good stuff as usual, of course. We've got bomb-ass tenders here.
Hey, Al. I haven't been here in a while. So I didn't really know Nicholas, but I did see him perform here, and we had some mutual friends, and it's been really touching to see everybody, this whole outpouring of emotion here that you'll have for it, and all this love that I'm seeing. So I was just going to play one song, but I've been inspired, I guess, to play another one. This is a really old song about grief. I was standing by the window on a dark and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Oh, can the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, I told thee, Undertaker, Undertaker, please drive slow. For this body that you're hauling, how I hate to see her go. Can the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Lord, I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not stop from crying when they laid her in the grave. Oh, can the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Yes, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank you. So this song I actually wrote over the weekends while I was snowed in and my wife was out of town. And so, like I said, I didn't really know Nicholas that well, but this is one of those opportunities where you one of those reminders in life about how fragile and uncertain life is, and that was a thought that was very much on my mind while I was writing the song, as I think it should be for all when you're writing a love song. I was a stranger wherever I went, with nowhere to lay my head. But now I have a home in this world, wherever we share a bed. I know this world is such a cold place, so full of toil and sin and woe. But there's a torch I will always carry for you, keeps you warm everywhere you go. There's a light and it never goes out there in those eyes of speckled blue. And there's a door there, goes straight to my heart, and it will never, never close to you. Where you go, I mean to follow, and where you stay, so will I, and all your people will be my people too. And when my time comes, I'll hold you as I die. I'm no stranger, and I'm no rambler. My wandering days are over and through. No matter how rough the road ahead may be, I'll fear no evil as I walk with you. Thank you. Love you, Zoe.
Absolutely. Let's give it up for Jesse Young. Those are beautiful songs. Beautiful. Hell yeah. And next up, if Kai is ready, and I see you over there. Okay. Y'all give us just a second to get set up, but Kai is on the way to the stage. And y'all be sure to come through this weekend because we got all kind of stuff this weekend. We got the Lactones on Friday at 9 p.m. Dale Wolf's Zero Proof Dance Party at 9 p.m. on Saturday. And Sunday we got the Poetry Slam. So you can come to Poetry Slam, pour your heart out. You might even win some money. $10 for the competition. But we've got Kai up here. So y'all welcome Kai.
Hi, I'm Kai. I'm just gonna try to read some stuff. This poem's called Attachments. Some hands know how to hold. Some hands dig trenches. Some hands hold the gavel to hands cuffed on benches. Some hands always fold. Some hands pass torches. Some hands are foretold to grow old on porches. Your hands fit my mold, and I'm grateful. They know how to hold and are able. This one's called Existing. Digging through the lost and found, a striped shirt gives me deja vu. Sometime before I met you, leaving little clues. I've been getting it a lot lately, old patterns blinking lazily or rapidly. Struggle to match past with reality, cast into that box where I thought I'd spend eternity, fastening the end back to the beginning. Today I woke up on the mend, wore red shoes to see the band, drained from lack of sleep but happy to be here, hand in hand. And maybe I'll dance or sing, but I know it's cool too if I just feel like existing. All right, I have one more poem and then I'm gonna try to do a song and we'll see. I kind of want to put this over here. No, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this one's called How to Swim Home, and it's based on a real dream that I had. Basically, like the exact same dream. Last night, I had a dream. I was trying to swim home upstream, but there were miles and miles to go, and I thought I'd be too slow to make it back before they hit the road, so I turned and drifted downstream with you. You pulled me underwater, and at first I thought you were trying to drown me. Then you let me go, and I realized you were saving me from a landslide I couldn't see. All right, here's a song I wrote when I first moved here. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have kind of like a mashup, mixed up thing here, but we'll see. We should hear my guitar. Does anyone have a pick? I don't have a pick. Thank you. I'm not hearing it. Should I? There we go. All right. I'm gonna say that it's probably in tune. Safer inside, curled. What outside world? Afraid to visit, still don't understand that shit. Yeah, I'm new to this town. Will you show me around? 'Cause I've spent hours thinking by myself. So scary to let someone else in. Out of my shell hurts like hell, but I'm tolerating. Out of my shell hurts like hell, but it's so amazing. Apprehensive to a fault, seeing our share of salt. Poison fragments form a home. to leave them when it's all you've known. And letting you in was the worst and the most fun thing a snail like me could ever have done. I convinced myself that you're the last one, 'cause it tore me up to give you my trust. Out of my shell hurts like hell, and I'm tolerated. Out of my shell hurts like hell, and it's complicated. Out of my shell hurts like hell, and I'm separated. Out of my shell hurts like hell, and it's so amazing. And it's so amazing. So it's something new. I chill out when the sun turns black. How do you know that? How do you know that? No one know me like that. Don't usually fall for this. Got my inside, got my kiss. Don't usually fall for this. I fade out when the sun comes back. How do you know that? How do you know that? No one know me like that. Don't usually fall for this. Don't usually fall for this. Got my inside, got my kiss. Caught my semantic drift. I trail out when the sun turns black. How do you know that? How do you know that? No one know me like that. Yeah, baby, know that I'm crazy. Oceans that made me still crash into the earth. Been thinking lately, are we just a daydream? Yeah, baby, I know that I'm crazy. Oceans that made me still crash into the earth. Been thinking lately, we're more than a daydream. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. I just have one more poem now because I forgot to read it before. This is the last thing I wrote about him while he was alive. I'm sure I'll write a lot more things now, but some people, love doesn't make them better. It replays a film of absence, live rendering of black and white figures separating on screen, destined to reunite, or so we all hope. Sitting alone in the theater, lightning crackles on the sterile table. The hero raises his creature to the sky, begging it to live, to keep making that choice. They say that's what love is, so I was making it. I was making it. I was making it differently. Godless and holy, I used to get on my knees and wait for you in your room, eyes dripping devotion, lips dipping into pools of conspiracy cupped in his careful hands. Tenderness, a rare nectar, new to me. Some people, love doesn't make them better, but it made me better. And then worse, and then better, and then worse, but it was a choice, and I kept making it. My parents take us to the airport. I don't remember exactly. Mom made a comment about Dad's driving, and he joked about putting her through the windshield. I squeezed your fingers in the back seat. Does a part of him want her dead? Take off your seatbelt, honey. At what point is the choice no longer love? Take the pulse of a corpse electrified alive. It's a shock, but they just keep making it. Dead and undead and dead and dead. Every time I bring someone home to California, it curses us. Fast tracks the breakup, but even though you couldn't stay, you would never joke about killing me. And that, somehow, is a victory.
Absolutely. That's Kai, y'all. That's some powerful shit right there. That is potent as hell. All right, we still got some open mic left, y'all. Next up, we've got Dal D. Y'all welcome Dal D to the stage.
Thank y'all for being such. Thank y'all for being such an important community. I'm really glad that we're together. more rinks. This is probably the last thing that I play here.
All right, y'all, that's Dal D. Y'all keep it going for Dal D. Absolutely, that's amazing
Thank
music.
you, fam.
Thank you. All right, next up, one of my favorites. We got Miss Savvy. Y'all welcome Savvy to the stage.
Hi, guys. I just want to say Nicholas was so beloved and so fucking cherished by this entire community. And that goes the same for everyone in this room. If you're suffering in silence about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. If your friends are suffering in silence, call them out. Because, this entirely preventable. And it's just fucked up. He was a really, really incredibly sweet, compassionate, and endlessly giving soul. And he will definitely be sorely missed in here. Already is. Here. But yeah, I'm just going to sing a little prayer real quick. But yeah, everyone in here, so valued, so loved, so cherished. Like, seriously, if anyone wants to talk about anything ever, I'm here. Sin's here. Alex, Fox, we'll do whatever we can to help, no matter what. Like, know that, please. Kava. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Love you guys.
Absolutely. All the love. All the love. And please, if you have anything, get off your chest. Get it off your chest. There's always at least one person who will listen, even if they can do nothing about it. Sometimes that's all we need. All right, next up on the stage is Zach Jones. Y'all welcome Zach to the stage.
Yeah, mine could be better. I've got to pick up this kind of shit. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Here's a song about going home. Well, the neon lights are flashing and the icy wind it blows. The water seeped into his shoes and the drizzle turned to snow. His eyes were red, his hopes were dead, and the wine was running low.
And the old man came home from the forest. His tears fell on the sidewalk as he stumbled in the street. A dozen faces stopped to stare, but no one stopped to speak. For his castle was a hallway, and a bottle his only friend. And the old man stumbled in from the forest. Up a dark and dingy staircase, the old man made his way, his ragged coat around him as upon his cot he laid. And he wondered how it happened, how he ended up this way, getting lost like a fool in the forest. And as he lay there sleeping, a vision did appear. Upon his mantle shining, the face of one so dear, who loved him in the springtime of a long forgotten year, when the wildflowers did bloom in the forest. She touched his grizzled fingers and she called him by his name. And then he heard the joyful sound of children at their games, in an old house on the hillside in some forgotten town, where the river runs down from the forest. With a mighty roar, the big jet soared above the canyon stream. And the conmen con, but life goes on, for the city never sleeps. To an old forgotten soldier, the dawn will come no more, for the old man has come home from the forest. I didn't get the chance to get to know Nicholas as well as I would have liked to, but he was very close to people that are very close to me, and even just seeing him in passing all the time, I knew that he had more good to give to the world than he got the chance to, and he did a lot of good, and he was always here in more ways than one. So I'm going to play y'all another song here real quick that has helped me through a lot of grief, losing a lot of important people to me, and I hope that somebody can find some solace in it. A pistol shot at 5 o'clock, the bells of heaven ring. Tell me what you've done it for. No, I won't tell you a thing. Yesterday I begged you before I hit the ground. All I leave behind me is only what I if you can abide it, let the hurdy-gurdy play. Stranger ones have been by here before they flew away. I would not condemn you, nor yet would I deny. I would ask the same of you, but failing will not die. Pick up your china doll, it's only fractured and just a little nervous from the fall. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all.
That's Zach Jones, y'all. Hell yeah. Some good songs there. All right. We're going to welcome Aaron Price to the stage at this time. Hell yeah. And I'm going to make my way to the stage too. All right, this poem, I wrote it 2006, October 26, 2006. It's called Fingers Names, and it's basically a love letter to all of humanity, or all spiritual beings in a way, but it could also be the opposite of a love letter, but it's like when we break through kind of thing. I was going through a lot of shit at the time. I just wrecked my car and got a Dewey and all kind of shit. Anyway, this is Fingers Names. When I saw you first, you flew out into the mirror I see. When I meditate into my hands, when I pray into my hands, when I play into the trance of the reflection in my betting, guessing hands. But are strangers' fingers this difficult to reach? When I touch your soul from the other side of the murmuring, creeping, midnight flicked creek. I need a brother. I need a sister. I need a father. I need a mother. Right now, like I never called for, like I never fought for. But I know I have, over and over and over again. In love with you for just being a tangible person. In love with you without kissing. When I saw you first, I knew we could cross roads. I knew we could cross roads, cross to hold what we sold for money, what we sold for earth soil, stepped on and built up into struggle fruit tree. But here, like no possession, like no tainted image made to look perfect by money, I beg for you to possess my key. I silently scream for you to have it in your warm hands dripping, so I can have your key to hold when I'm slipping into unknown, unplanned tomorrow. It's just me calling, beyond skin, beyond possession, with a sweet projection for fingers hanging, dangling, branches on the edge of a hand. How come such gestures are world apart? We don't always know how to grant, to accept, to ask, to take the chance of perhaps being an ass, where masked fears and insecurities dance in deep fishbowl, contaminated, foggy, confused in a backward, sideways dance. My brain occasionally taints and restrains my hands into not wanting to reach. When I saw you, I knew from the sparkle in your eyes upon a permanent, solid, slick gloss of clown face painted tear. I knew that you couldn't save me, and I couldn't save you. But you could help me save me, and I could help you save you. Maybe that would be our rescue. Maybe that would be our refuge. Maybe that will bleed in subtle, bold, slow autumn blows. Our true virtue. I would hurt to hurt you. You would hurt to hurt me. Eventually. Eventually. And in the event that you or I pry away from this side to leave suddenly, you are still too unique and precious not to be reflected upon as classic, epic, and indisputably inspiring. Don't forget you are better than you. I know the same when I bang my hands against the frozen rain and the broken winter slow wake. Open my eyes, open my hands. A dull, tired, dreary, bold sun lightly bakes. And you are in the reflection from the fingers, the palms and veins in my hands. My brighter dream, my brighter side awaits, where my love for the mind, the spirit, the heart, the person that you are pulsates, only to know a common touch that longs and love to be known for so little, meaning and making so much. Don't fall off just to rust into dust. Because when I felt you first, it was without word. It was peculiar and all too refreshing, like, and familiar, like from the other side of the earth's. When I reached for you, I didn't want to rudely invade your space. When we came and went this distance on those tips of the branches of the hand, I asked for us to know our names. I begged for us to know our names. Because fingers can be used to be told to roll over rainbows and waterfalls cursed by dirt to hell, accompanied by a wicked yell that tells you where to go and where your soul will fail. Condemn, dismiss, and piss, flinging slingshots stocked with shells, not even knowing the real name, just the blunt downgrade grave sent title. Bleep and blop, fingers cocked into old mode of survival. Then it erupts when Lucifer burrs his revival. I search to escape, to elevate beyond, with hands shooting toward the light in the sky, with fingers of live fever wanting a second life, where names so pure we can't state on earth plates, bang the seeking in my blinking, breathing eyes. So when I know your name, fingers from angels will wipe the wet rust out of my eyes. Name you precious dew, falling from the uppermost heights. I sigh, drifting in the slow winding tide of your eyes, named by fingers counting names and times, realized most vividly beyond 2020 in hindsight. Fingers tapping gold with me between the silk that tempts me to be better than this weight. Know your name. Know our names. Know my name. Thank you. Cheers. Bless your spirit, Nicholas. I know you're still in here. We can't see you. I feel you, though. This is Aaron Price, y'all.
Y'all give it up again for Kevin. I want to see if I can get y'all to sing with me. So just check out the first chorus and then come in and sing with me on the second chorus. If there was just one wish that you could grant me, a bullet in the chest, it would not be. Show me just the slideshow that would play before my eyes, the one that everybody sees before they die. If heaven knows, then heaven tell me sooner just where to go and what I'm supposed to do there. The comedy, the tragedy, they play upon my face, about to die to get a moment with some grace. Stand in the shadow of death, shine me some light on my living. The comedy, the tragedy, they play upon my face, about to die to get a moment with some grace. I never knew my grandpa on my dad's side. He passed away before Mama heard me cry. But I can feel his spirit in my father's steady hand, playing music with my brothers in the band. Stand in the shadow of death, shine me some light on my living. The comedy, the tragedy, they play upon my face, about to die to get a moment with some grace. every memory's still unborn. Every road not taken in the pilgrim's side of thorn. We're all just making movies, so won't you be in mine? The one that everybody sees before they die. Stand in the shadow of death. Shine me some light on my living. The comedy, the tragedy, they play upon my face. About to die to get a moment with some grace. That's for you, Nicholas.
All right, I think we're going to have Mr. Joe Shelton come to the stage. Y'all welcome Joe to the stage.
All right, thanks very much. And thank you, Aaron is going to play with me for I'm going to read a couple of poems. I'm going to say my thoughts. I'm going to sing a couple of quick songs. This is Acorn. When I went in the earth, it was not goodbye. I swallowed an acorn before I died. When you stand in the spot where they buried me, you'll be in the shade of a great oak tree. It's ever so rude that my roots intrude into nearby pine boxes where my unmarked neighbors lay, leaving all our bones in disarray. Maybe hidden with us paupers, our royalty in our number. So reverently step, and lightly too, and don't disturb our jumbled slumber. Don't saw me down for a chest of drawers. I'd rather be a big dance floor where years after my obit never made the news, soul men nightly shout out the blues, and socks hop around by a pile of shoes. Better still, just leave me be and let my leaves fall off of me every fall until I do lie down noisily in adieu. Thank you. Hope comes in summer as a breeze on your face while you labor in the fields. The work remains the same. If you're so lucky to be gifted with tomorrow, it may only be the same again. But today there is hope, and it's all the difference. That was a very short one. Thanks. Aaron was good enough last year to include me in a benefit at the Black Mountain Presbyterian Church, and had Nick came and sang too, and it was really wonderful. And I just want to say about Nick that Nicholas, that he had a real light and a joy about him and kind of an oddness that I really loved, and I'll miss him. And so we'll toast him first, Nicholas. And this is for him. This is I don't know if it's a Kava bar tradition, but it is my tradition to sing the Streets of Laredo when we lose someone from the Kava family. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked along in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy all dressed in white linen, wrapped in white linen and cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly walked by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. I'm shot in the chest and I know I must die. Fetch 10 tall cowboys to carry my coffin, and 10 pretty women to sing me a song. Take me to the valley, there lay the sod o'er, for I'm a young cowboy and know I done wrong. Well, once in the saddle, I used to go dashing, and all that did glitter did never say. First to the card house, and then down to Rosie's. I'm shot in the chest and I'm dying today. Whoa, bang the drum slowly and play the fife lowly. Sing the death march and convey me along. Take me to the valley, there lay the sod o'er. For I'm a young cowboy, I know I done wrong. All right, let's hold Nicholas in the light tonight. And life is for the living, that's us. They ain't found a way to kill us yet. So we're going to finish with a silly song. Cupid's aroma has stricken me. Now I'm just losing sleep. Ever since you first came by for perfume on the cheap. You're in my department. Heaven knows I lose my wits. You're just sampling, never buying. Come and see me at the counter. Let me give you a spritz. Oh, how I missed you. Psst, with an atomizer. I missed you. Psst, with my squeeze bulb. I missed you. Psst, where are you today? Pop by so I can spritz you with particulate spray. Every time you're in the store, we go through our familiar charade. You pretend you're interested in giving me the chance to persuade. As though we were transacting, I bathe you in professional charm. And in the name of commerce, I assist you in extending your arm. I point my nozzle, you draw near. You're the headlights, I'm the deer. When I missed you, psht, with an atomizer. I missed you, psht, with the squeeze bulb. I missed you. Where are you today? Bye-bye, so I can spritz you with particulate spray. You smile and bat your lashes and allow me the allure of my mind. I weave myself illusions and the tapestry of them intertwines. A May-December romance with a self-deluded lovesick cashier. My castle of the clouds is quite commodious, and I love it here. Oh, the misery, oh, my woes, eau de parfum and all the lovely places it goes. When I missed you, psht, with an atomizer. I missed you with the squeeze bulb. I missed you. Where are you today? Bye-bye, so I could spritz you with particulate spray. I'm off at 7. What do you think? Maybe we could meet up for a couple of drinks. If you're not amenable, then that kind of stings. And so I missed you with an atomizer. I missed you with my squeeze bulb. I missed you. Where are you today? Bye-bye, so I can spritz you. My nostrils long to sniff you. Bye-bye, so I can spritz you with an aromatic spray. Thank you, Kava Bar.
All right, that's Joe Shelton, y'all. Hell yeah. It's been quite a night, but I'm going to do a quick little closeout, and then that's that. I'm going to do key of G this time for my harmonica, I guess. I just bought them before I came here tonight, so. All right, hold on. Oh, it's just because it's a new one. All right, this is called Salty Sunday Spread. I've read it here before. I wrote it sometime toward the end of last year. It's a true story. That's all I can say. On Sundays, I cry sometimes into my cheese grits and eggs not long after sunrise. Later on, pray and cry into red beans and rice. Because as a teen in West Asheville, Louisiana Ave, Carolina North, we had those with Jiffy cornbread on Blue Month Sundays. I cry into my coffee pot of potluck for the loved and lost gardens locked and filled with the jargon of UFO flyaways and byways. Hard lines to touch, and we must survive even if we die tonight. Even if we die tonight. The lantern charm heart you placed inside my bark, even if my insides cry all night sometimes. Crooked, twisted woods and leaves falling into my flat feet, even though those steps can't chime at times. Blended blind lemon cake, full moon at the broken payphone, spinning my mind's last dime, spinning my mind's first and final thread. On Sundays, sometimes I cry into the whole damn spread, like Big Mama at Thanksgiving at the big table in Jackson, 1988. when we ran away from the Rocky Mountain cold for a month and some change. And today, cigarettes and beer taste awfully strange, following cake and ice cream. Another side effect of grief. You know, I lost the rest of this paper. I was just doing that off my head. I'm gonna try to do the last line. I'm sorry, I messed that up. I thought I had the whole thing here, but apparently not. And I wish I could hold you skin and skin, for I always known you to be the most genuine. If only my salty tears could bring you back again. I'm missing all kind of adjectives there. I'm so sorry, y'all. I thought I had the whole damn thing here. Next time. But what I want to say is this has been quite a night. I know it's been so heavy, y'all. It's been a lot. But I think Nick is definitely shining on us. And we won't forget. And tip your bartenders and all that, too. Love each other. If you need to, I know a lot of people, there's a lot of different people. There's plenty of people I haven't had one-on-one conversations here. But that don't mean I still don't respect and love you all. So cheers, and keep the best with you, the good things. I know it's hard out here. It's so hard, and so many crazy people in the world and evil. But we got to rise above that. So I thank y'all. And remember, the Lactone's first Friday is this Friday. Yeah, right here on this stage. So y'all be sure to check that out. I love y'all. Come back and see us. And y'all hang in there. Cheers.
A seed was planted sometime long before I knew. Through heavy rain and foggy light it grew. The roots stuck